Hello dear student, welcome back to English class. Yes dear students, today we are going to begin a new lesson from the second semester. Okay, that is the first lesson. Name of the lesson is Heidi Learns to Read, which is written by Johanna Spyri. Yes, Heidi learns to read. Heidi is the name of the girl, and how she learns to read that we have to learn in this lesson. Yes, which is written by Johanna Spyri. So before going to start this lesson, we have to see the warm-up activity. Yes, warm-up activity. Which of these two pictures do you like more? Which place would you like to visit? Why? Discuss as a class. So here two places they given, and from that which place is your most likable place you have to explain. Yes, so here downside you can see one picture. Here one boy and one girl is there, and they are something. They are on field. Yes, they are gazing seer goats. Yes, and even you can see greenery is there. Yes, so what is the story? We have to see. Let's see a story. Yes, so here you just see, you can read here. Heidi is a story of 8 years old Swiss orphan who goes to live with her grandfather in the Alps in a Switzerland. So here Heidi is a story. It is a story of 8 years girl. Okay, or 8 years girl, and she is Swiss orphan. Swiss actually word is used for people who are living in Switzerland. Yes, for us we are calling that Indian people. So like that, Switzerland, you are living in Switzerland, we are calling them Swiss people. So Swiss orphan. Orphan means where the child is living without parents. Okay, who don't have parents, he can live in orphan. So who goes to live with her grandfather, and she was living with her grandfather in the Alps in Switzerland. And what happened? She goes to love the mountains, the flowers, and the animals. She makes friends with Peter, who gazed her grandfather's goat. And even she goes to, she loves mountains, she loves flowers, animals, and even her friend. Okay, she made a friendship with a boy, that is a Peter. Peter, who was he? He was gazing her grandfather's goat. Yes, on the field. When she is sent to Frankfurt to companion to the rich girl Clara, she is very unhappy and misses the mountain and the pine trees. She also meets the Clara's grandmother for the first time. What happened? And afterwards she was living there, but she used to send the where Frankfurt city. Yes, their companion with a Clara. Clara is a rich girl. Okay, she is from rich family, and Heidi also sent there for live. Okay, with her. And that time she was very unhappy, and she was started to missing mountains, pine trees, even all the fun she was doing with that Peter. All she was ready to miss. She also meets Clara's grandmother for the first time. Even that Clara's grandmother was there, and she also first time she met with her. In this extract, Clara's grandmother begins to understand how much Heidi how much Heidi longs to go back to the mountain and the bright sunshine. So here in this para, she that grandmother, okay, she grandmother of the Clara. She observed her behavior in this story, and she understand how much she is missing to how much she is missing of those things she learned about that. So see the story. The following day after dinner, Clara's grandmother, Frau Sessemann, said to Fraulein Lettenmeyer, the housekeeper, go and bring Heidi to my room. I have some nice books with me, and that would like to give her. So the following next day, after the dinner, Clara's grandmother, okay, Heidi went there. Now she was living with Clara's grandmother. So Clara's grandmother, Frau Sessemann. So here Frau word is used for German for Mrs. Okay, that girl or that lady. Okay, for that lady of a grandmother. So her name is Sessemann, and she said to the Fraulein. Fraulein means it is used for Miss. Okay, this word is used for Miss. And Rottenmeier was a housekeeper. Okay, which was living in the grandmother's house, and she was working there. So go and bring the Heidi from the room. So that grandmother told that Rottenmeier, just call that Heidi from the room, and I have to give some books to her. But what happened? That's just it, replied the Fraulein Rottenmeier, throwing up her hands in despair. Of what use are books to her? she does not even know the alphabet yet. It is quite impossible to teach her anything. See here, now when she told that Rottenmeier, just call Heidi, okay, what happened? That Rottenmeier was angry and she was thinking, why should I call her? Because she was disappeared, because she know that Heidi couldn't learn anything. So why grandmother is giving books to her? She was very nervous about that. And she told that it is quite impossible to teach her anything. And even, see here, the tutor will tell, okay, you himself, and tutor also will help you himself that she will not or she able to read. If he didn't have the patience of saint, he would have given up trying to teach her long ago. So even see that tutor has a patience of like a saint. Saint means used for a saint peoples who have holy knowledge and all. So they have patience, lot of patience. So she is or that tutor is like with Heidi for a long ago. Well, that is strange. The child does not strike me as being stupid. Say Frau Sessemann. Okay, so what happened? The Frau Sessemann grandmother saying that, okay, it is strange, but I don't think so. She would not able to speak and all. Now go and fetch her. She can look at the pictures from the time being. See, now she said that you just call her for the time being. Let it be. She can see the pictures. Frau Rottenmeier was about to say more, but Frau Sessemann had turned away and gone quickly towards her own room. She was very surprised at Frau Rottenmeier's remarks and was determined to find out more about the whole matter. See what happened when that Rottenmeier went there, and that Frau Sessemann was quite disappointed about him, because she surprised that how she is telling about that Heidi, how she know about her. So what is the matter? She has to see. So perhaps the tutors here. Next, what happened here? Perhaps the tutor would help, although his conversation was so roundable and lengthy, and she felt that it might be difficult to get to the root of the problem. So he said, what happened? That Frau Sessemann was thinking, tutor has to, I have to talk with tutor, I have to conversate with him, and what is the problem? We have to go to the deep root of this problem, why she can't read. Okay, next, what happened? Heidi was gently delighted with the beautiful colored picture in the book which her grandmother had brought. Suddenly she cried aloud as she turned a page, and when the old lady looked at the child, she saw the tears were streaming down her cheeks. So what happened? Heidi was gently, she was just observing those pictures, okay, from the book. And when that grandmother brought to him, and what happened? She started to cry aloud when he turned the page. So what happened? The old lady also looking him, and so means grandmother was looking to her, so she was crying and her tears was screaming down her cheeks. She looked at the ones at the picture. It depicted a beautiful green postures with all sort of amazing animals gazing. In the midst, a shepherd leaned upon his stick and looked happily at his flock. Everything was bathed in a golden light, for the sun was just setting on the horizon. And what happened? What was the reason of her crying? That grandmother was surprised, and she depicted means what? Just she showed, okay, a beautiful so the in that book she observed beautiful green postures was there, and sort of animals are gazing there, and one boy once he was learned to tease them, and even he took the stick and he looking happily to this flock means that is a group of sheep, and everything was bathed golden light, even sun shine was there, so all things are there, so setting was there in that book. Okay, so grandmother looked at Heidi had gently. Don't cry, dear child, don't cry. The picture has reminded you of something perhaps, but look, there is a beautiful story about it, and I am going to tell you about it tonight. There are many beautiful stories in this book which can be read over and over again. Come now, we must have a chat. So dry your tears and stand in front of me so that I can look at you. That's right. Now we are happy again. See. So grandmother took Heidi's hand in her hand, okay, gently, very softly. And she said that, don't cry, beta. And these pictures, maybe while seeing this picture, you have reminded something, okay, perhaps means possibility. So, but this book have beautiful story behind it. So today I will, in night I will tell you story. And these are in this books, lots of many beautiful stories are there which we can learn. And now come up, we have to chat, and you just clean your tears and stand in front of me. So she stood, and then grandmother answered, yes, that's right, now we are happy again. So now we are happy again means again we are happy. She gently, she cleaned her eyes tears. Okay, Heidi tried very hard. Okay, next, what happens here? Yes, so here what happened? Heidi tried very hard to stop sobbing. And sobbing means crying, okay, sighing. Like sobbing means here they given the word crying noisily, taking a deep breath. When you cry more, you can take a deep breath like that. And when she at last she succeeded. Grandmother said, now I want to tell you something, child. How are you getting on with your lessons? Do you like them? Are you doing well? So she asked to Heidi that how what is going on with you, and how where you are, which chapters completed, or whatever lessons you taught, whether you understood or no. So, oh no, replied Heidi, sighing. But I knew it would be impossible. So Heidi answered that no, it is not possible, and it is impossible. Sighing, sighing means crying. Okay, breathing slowly and noisily. And she answered, what is impossible, Heidi? What do you mean? To learn to read, it is so difficult. See, grandmother asked, what is impossible, Heidi? What is the mean of your words? So Heidi answered, to learn and read, it is difficult. So you don't say